Hello my friends, Liberty Garden, May 21st. The farm, I just did a little bit of a fence repair on a gap that I had back there. And I realized that along this fence line, there's this little tree. It looks like a hackberry, a young hackberry, but it's not a hackberry. I thought it was a hackberry until somebody corrected me on one of my videos that I did when I was, one of my first videos, I was putting a fence up there. And I was talking about not wanting to get rid of a little tree that was along the fence line, because throughout the entire process I used to use the little tree to as shade and stuff like that. And I thought it was a hackberry, and somebody many months later says that's not a hackberry. It says that's a toothache tree. So what is a toothache tree? So I did some research on it, and it's called a toothache tree because apparently, well, before I get there, you'll see that this difference. The hackberry doesn't have these little bumps here. And these little bumps have spines, have like a thorn on them, real sharp. So if you lean on this thing, it'll be very uncomfortable. So I guess cows and pigs and deer, they don't like rubbing themselves against this thing. So this it makes the tree protects itself. Ensures the survivability of the tree. Now the tree itself is not very big. It's a smallish tree. I mean, this one's probably about half its size already, and this is a fairly decent tree actually for from what I've seen here at the farm. But what's interesting about this tree, and I've had that corroborated obviously on YouTube, people talk about the toothache tree, but also the locals here told me about it. I used to have a guy that I hired to help me here, and he's the one who told me about this tree also. So what you do is that you scrape off a piece of bark with a knife or something. Some people on YouTube say they actually bite the leaves. I don't know about that, but you scrape off a piece of bark, and you chew it you just chew it for a little bit, let it release I don't know, enzymes, juice, whatever it has. And your mouth starts feeling a little tingly, and it goes a little numb. So legend has it that in the absence of dentist or anesthesia, they would chew on this stuff a little bit, and it would numb your mouth, and maybe they could extract the teeth without so much pain. Also, if you have like some kind of abscess or something on your mouth, of course get it treated, but they would also do this. You have like a tooth that was like the root was exposed or something, they would chew on this bark, and it would numb your mouth. So that's the interesting little tree, the toothache tree. And once it gets a little more mature, you start seeing the bark change. So now it becomes a little more. That's why I thought it was a hackberry. It looks a little bit like a hackberry. But up here, the hackberry does not have these kinds of bumps and thorns. See, so I've really never tried chewing the bark on this tree. I mean, I try to avoid chewing on plants that I don't know. You should do the same. But apparently that's the story in this tree. And I looked it up on I think the website A&M has a website with all the trees that are here in Texas, and it is listed there. They get the scientific name, I forgot what it is, but it also goes by the toothache tree. And they also describe it the same thing as it has a numbing agent on its sap, or the sap on the bark. It numbs your mouth. Okay folks, until next time, just thought I'd share this with you.